Welcome, everyone. Me and Regina are in this beautiful forest. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a river behind us. The road comes through a little bit, so every once in a while you can hear a vehicle below us. But this is so beautiful. We're a couple hours north of Barcelona, and we want to share some thoughts on a certain subject. Regina?
So today we want to talk about sex. I'm joking. We want to talk about sensitivity. I mean, it's close but different.
So we were talking together about how even a generation or two generations ago, and still in a lot of parts of the world, that to have a low sensitivity was to be strong. If you can guard yourself against emotions, you're strong. And now I think we're realizing in a lot of the world that actually to be sensitive to our emotions is strong. To be able to not push them away, but to be able to really feel them is where strength comes from.
Yeah, so the conversation right now, it's about, is it good to be sensitive? Or we need to change it and work on ourselves and become like more tough? How do you think? Because my real opinion that when you practice yoga, for example, or Vipassana, all these different ancient practices, they basically teach you to feel yourself. Even do you remember there is Bruce Lee and some videos about him when he punched some guy and he said like, "What do you feel?" And that guy like, "Let me think." He said, "No, don't think, feel." Like all this ancient Eastern wisdom, it's about be sensitive, learn and teach yourself how to feel. But Western culture, actually, if you listen, your parents, my parents, grandmothers, all them teach us, don't pay attention to your dreams. It's not important. Don't pay attention to that if you're sad, go to work. Don't pay attention if you feel tired. It's not productive, you know? Just work, 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 be productive, make this world, make your dreams true. Who cares what you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. This idea of to kind of deaden your emotions a little bit in order to handle life, because life can be difficult. And I think there could even be a fear from people to be open to their emotions because they think they would be overwhelmed, or they think that it would make them weak in the sense of they'd be paralyzed and unable to do something because there'd be too much emotions. And I think my last piece is that I think it's so important that we feel these emotions and are not controlled by them at the same time.
Right. Do you remember this amazing phrase of Rumi that your heart will be broken again and again till it become open? This is about this, yeah. So it's like allow yourself to feel, even if it can collapse you, even if this emotion, like many people are afraid to laugh. They prefer to have sex, to use somebody, to enjoy, but don't allow somebody to go deep inside you, because then it will create maybe create mess, maybe it will bring you pain. People, if to feel, maybe prefer to feel pleasant sensations, right? But if you feel, you can feel everything, not only pleasant but painful sensations. And be like, oh, better I will not feel anything than to feel pain. And look, many people really afraid to feel pain. And as a yoga teacher, I know how people avoid pain. I asked her once, my aunt, to practice yoga with me, to do downward dog. She did it 3 seconds. She's like, oh, fuck, this is too painful. And this is example, like many people same. They're like, this is painful. Why I should do it? I don't want to feel. Many people take medicine, right? I went to doctor recently. It's with my knee. And he gave me just medicine from pain, not to heal my knee, but don't feel pain. I was like, why? What stupid things? I need to heal it. I can't handle pain. I need to heal it. I need to figure out why it's painful and how to put it to the right position and not to suffer. So whole world afraid to feel, and I guess it's a mistake, and we need to change it.
I think we need to look for healthy examples of people, and especially maybe teachers or doctors, or it could be a yoga teacher, that understands that we need to heal ourselves and we need to feel everything in order to understand and overcome any of our obstacles. And that once we really understand our sensitivity, we don't get overwhelmed by it. You know, we feel it. We feel the love, the fear,
Broken heart.
the all of it. Yeah. Rumi says life is going to break your heart until it opens.
Yeah. And even, for example, if I feel bad emotions like jealous or fears or laziness, envious to somebody, is it not better to say, yeah, I recognize the sensations inside me. I'm not I'm not trying to be the best. Authenticity. I see these sensations are inside me. Yes, I'm human. Yes, I have aggressivity. Yeah, I feel angry on this person. But the truth is that I can come out with this angriness only when I recognize it. Or I can come out with fears of money, for example, only if I first recognize it. So how much we need to recognize in order to grow and go to next stage. And if we don't recognize it, like we don't recognize that we have some weaknesses, how we can come out of it? Like vanity, another type of weaknesses, desire to be like always be liked to other people. It's another weakness. You need to first to see it in order to grow through it. And that's why vegetarian comes from this side. Another side, another very important things that I would like mention that in the 21st century, many people start to think about health, and not only body but the mind and mental balance and many things. And we start to think about empathy, and from the empathy we came to, okay, let's not eat meat, not just because it's not maybe good or not. We don't know about health. It's very individual, but it's not good for other animals. We don't want that other animals suffer. So many people decide not to eat, like your sister, not to eat animals because to don't harm anybody in this world. Sounds good, right? To live such life that you don't harm anybody because you're sensitive, because you feel other lives like yours, other pain like yours. It kind of like your heart able to love more, and you start to love not just yourself, not just your family, but other animals. You recognize the life presence inside them. And I noticed that people who who start to care about other beings, animals, plants, they care about people in general. And in the past, when many people ate meat as normal, I noticed that they had similar attitudes to humans. They could easily just harm other people in order to get their own benefits. And now it's more like, are you vandal? It's like super like Ukraine right now, yeah? We look at the Russian people and we're like, is it like ancient time? Who do such things right now in 21st century when, we are talking about humanism and kindness and empathy? Who can just go to other country and destroy people? It's not sensitive at all. But to do it, you need to kill your sensitivity first. And I told you, like in my past time, my grandmother, for example, it was super normal to take puppies or kitties to the back and put to the river that they died because you don't need them. And that was super normal in any village. People like, you don't need animal. Who is animal? Animal is nothing. Let's kill them. Who care that we have extra some for some reason? Let's kill them. And that people who did such things with animals, they did same with their neighbors. For them, who care about others? The most important, I survive. And now we become more wise, and we know about karma, and we know about consequence of each our actions and even thoughts. So we try to don't damage anything, don't harm anything, because we are sensitive. And I guess it's new generation, it's like next level of our consciousness has brought us to this ability to feel others like ourselves.
Good. I'll just end this video by saying I think you're absolutely right. I think the point is that as we become more sensitive, we become more compassionate, more empathetic. The sensitivity goes beyond ourselves. You begin to see your impact on environment. You begin to see your impact on others around you, whether it's a human being or your pet or the food, where your food comes from. And some people don't want to feel that. They don't want to change. And so I think it's important that we demonstrate ourselves, you for you, me for me, and everyone as an individual, this deeper sensations in ourselves, and we model what that's like to be a more sensitive human being.
Yeah. So the conclusion is allow yourself to be sensitive. Don't afraid your feelings. You're not weak if you feel. You're strong if you feel. Because you are alive. If you feel, it means you are alive.
Yes, feel it.
Okay.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next episode where we talk about another amazing subject like sensitivity. You never know. You never know what we're going to talk about.